Hello, everybody. Welcome to Starfield Signal, your place for everything Starfield. I'm Luke, and we're going to be doing another Let's Play today. Welcome to the stream, everyone. So glad to have you all here. Sound off in the chat. Let me know where you are watching from tonight. Hello. I see a few people already in chat. Steve, good to see you here. Channel member, big supporter of the channel. Steve, how are you enjoying the game? You are starting sandwich and potato collections. Absolutely. Why not? Hello from Wells, Michigan. Oh, good to see you guys. Watching from Vancouver. Lovely. Awesome. Let's knock that last hour of work out for the day. I love to hear that. Good day from Australia. Awesome. Major Pickle, good to see you here. I'm doing good. Been playing Starfield today, planning a lot of content for you guys. Hello from California. Good to see you on the stream, Echo. Awesome. Starfield Steve, good to see you on the stream as always. Hello from Tennessee. Jason, good to see you on here. I'm so glad you are all on here. Let me just check my stream health real quick, make sure everything is looking good. Glad you all are here on stream. I wanted to try streaming a little bit later this evening. See how see if that's better for everyone. I wouldn't be able to do this every day, but maybe on Thursdays. We're trying it out. We're going to see what happens. But I'm so glad you are all on here. As more people hop on the stream, we are just going to get going. You pop over here to our game. Turn the game audio up. So, we are playing Nora Ripley. Nora Ripley is our character.
We're in stuff, Dad.
And we just, last stream, we got the Mantis armor and ship, the Razor Leaf. One of the best early game ships and best early game armor in the game. We also got a pretty good laser rifle as well. Got a terrific roll on, so if you don't know, this Mantis armor is some of the best armor you can get, especially early game. The lore of it is pretty cool. It's kind of like, you kind of have like a bat cave. It's kind of like a whole Batman persona. Really, really cool. Definitely take time to read that lore. But check out these stats on this armor. We got the chameleon stat, which makes you blend in with the environment while sneaking and not moving. So if you just crouch down and stay still, you're going to kind of become camouflaged. Resource hauler, 25% less resources. They weigh less. And then repulsing, which is a really cool perk or buff. 5% chance to disarm nearby attackers. And I believe I have that on the pack as well. Yeah. It's a basic boost pack though, so that kind of stinks. And we also got a really good roll on the helmet. Beast Hunter, Analyzer, and Repulsing. So I'm very, very happy with that. Especially, we got that at level 6. What level are we now? We're at level 7. If you don't know, this game has lots of little quirks in it that I feel like we're going to be figuring this stuff out for another year. But if you're at your kind of data menu here, as they call it, you can hit Y on console. I'm playing on Xbox. Y on console, and you go into kind of your, you can get all of these different things. So status effects, don't have any status effects right now. What I want to show you, oh yeah, and notice up in the top left-hand corner, can you see that? Yeah, my logo isn't covering that. You can see your points, your experience points, the total that you need to level up and the total you have now. I didn't notice that for a while, so I just wanted to point that out. How is everybody enjoying the game so far? Which quest lines have you done? Have you completed any of the factions? What's been your favorite side mission or activity or miscellaneous thing that you've just kind of stumbled upon? Because there are lots of really cool moments in this game that just kind of you stumble into. Let me know that in the chat. Also, again, just be sensitive to maybe main story or late faction questline spoilers. No spoilers, please, for any of the kind of the final few missions of the quest lines or the main story, please. We're about to see what was it? Yesterday was the official release. I tried to look up sales numbers today, and I saw a few numbers, but nothing like concrete, and I figured they probably wouldn't release it yet. But it looked good. I think Phil Spencer tweeted out that they hit 1 million concurrent players across all consoles. So that would be PC, meaning playing on from the Microsoft Store, on Steam. Is it on Epic Games Store? I can't remember. But all PC, and then Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S and xCloud as well. Because you can, like yesterday, I was playing on a Mac over xCloud, which is really cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Very, very cool. All right, let me see your answers here. You guys said the Mantis quest is great. Yep, I definitely did the Crimson Fleet quest line first, Jason, and had a ball with that. Great quest line, great story, great writing. Lots of good loot as well. Lots of good credits to be had there. Highly recommend that as one of your first quests. Honestly, you could do any of the factions. I'm playing through, I just finished the Vanguard today on my main. Really enjoyed that quest line as well. that could have been the main story mission for me. I thought it was so good. Really, really good. And I love the main story as well. I finished that the other day, too, because I was afraid of spoilers. Dave said, I like Starfield more now. Very cool. And see, Kentucky Waterfall, saw you on here the other day. Good to see you on the stream again, sir. Or ma'am, not sure. Finished UC and Freestar, both pretty cool. I'm playing through the Freestar Rangers questline, faction questline now on my main. So I just started that. I may try to finish that up tonight after we get through with the stream. We'll see how long we go. I don't know. You can't run it yet, GSX. Yeah, it's a beast on PC, but again, I will encourage you to just try it over xCloud. If you have a decent internet connection, it's honestly a decent experience. It's not a great experience. It's not the best way to play by any means. I'm not trying to blow smoke here, but for example, last night I got home and on my Mac, I played at home. We're supposed to get a 25 megabit per second connection, and we definitely don't get that. It's usually more around like 12 or 15. And so I played on that, and it was surprisingly stable. Not quite as good as here at the studio where I have fiber, but I was surprised at how stable it was once it kind of got going after the first minute of kind of, again, I don't know, buffering. I don't know how any of that stuff works. But I was surprised at how well it works. And for just casual playing, like if you want to go mining, or if you want to go resource collecting, or you just want to go survey planets, if you want to mess around with some shipbuilding, some outpost building, if you want to manage your inventory, right? I mean, that's a whole play session right there. It is by far okay to do that with if you're playing over xCloud. Tiny Home said your ship's warranty is out of date. You'll have to fix that. I'm sure you will find some ways to do that. Absolutely loving the game, Danny. Good to hear it. Explain pilot skills. Yes, so like the actual skills. Let's come in here. So in your skills, go over to the tech tree. You have lots of different ship-based skills here, but specifically the piloting skill is right here in the middle at the top. And if you go into that, I think we chose the bounty hunter maybe, and so I got rank 1 as a part of my background. But as you level it up, that enables you to, it enables better maneuverability, turning rate, whenever you're in ship combat. Also, it enables you to pilot higher class ships. A ship's class is based on the reactor that it has, a reactor class, which is what powers your ship, which means that your ship can have better weapons or faster engines or more cargo, because you have more power to kind of power your ship to pull all that weight, all that mass. So if you at all are interested in ship combat, or you know you're going to want to haul things across the galaxy to set up your outpost, I haven't got into that system just yet. Even though it's like one of the things I was most excited for. I feel like once I get into that, I'm going to lose myself in it. So I'm trying to figure out the rest of the game first before I dive into that. So anyway, if you're interested in hauling stuff, from your outpost, if you're interested in just having some decent cargo space to keep with you on your journeys, if you're interested in actually putting some time into the ship combat, which I think is really, really fun, then this will be one of those skills that you want to upgrade. And then, of course, with that, you have your ballistics systems, your energy systems, which is like your lasers to bust through shields, and you have payloads and missiles and EM weapons and particle weapons. And see, if I had to make a suggestion, as far as just talking about ship combat, or just talking about your ships, upgrade your piloting to at least a Class B, because you probably will come across a Class B ship that you will want to steal, but if you don't have that skill, then you won't be able to pilot it. You want to get targeting control systems as well, because that's actually going to kind of lift that gate to enable you to disable engines, which is what you need to board a ship and then steal it, and then eventually work your way to put in a skill point in starship design, because that's going to unlock these different tiers of modules in your shipbuilding and in your ship upgrades that you'll want to take advantage of. So those might be the first 3 things to look at there. Good question. Sided with the UC. Pilot skill determines, yes, class of ship you can fly, absolutely. Building ships is a lot of fun. It's a little cumbersome at first, for sure, a little intimidating, but once you spend a little bit of time with it, just make a lot of mistakes, kick the tires, mess around with it. I got a great video on just kind of getting into that system. We build a whole ship from scratch, from nothing. It's a very small ship, pretty much the cheapest thing you can get away with. I think we built it for maybe 12,000 credits, something like that. And it's you wouldn't want this to be your ship for long, but it just kind of shows the process of building it, what you need, kind of the workflow of do this, then do this, then do this, then do this, and how it all comes together. It's a good way to kind of get the fundamentals down. So check that out on the channel. All right, let's get going, and then I'll check in with the chat from time to time as well. Again, we just did the Mantis quest with Nora Ripley last time, and we are finally to the consolation mission where we're kind of getting the gang back together, getting the band back together again. So
and you
Sam's
must
right
be
here.
the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
So we're gonna talk to him. Thorstone, good to see you here, member of the channel. Awesome to see you on the stream, my friend.
Whoa.
As he's talking, let me know kind of how the audio is, the balance between my voice and the game.
Well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Coe, by the way. Hi.
Hello, Cora.
Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Know a thing or two about spacecraft, do we?
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition? You a free star?
One of my traits was that I'm a free star collective
back to the
settler,
homestead. Had my fill of it when I was younger, but
which
it always
means I
seems to
get
pull us back in, doesn't it?
more rewards
The 3 of us are heading to
for
Akila
free
City.
star quest.
You know it. Capital of the Free Star Collective. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal.
Zeke, good to see you here,
Rough
friend.
country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact. I know, it's dangerous. That's why I needed backup for this one. But don't let the old children's tales about the Ashta get to you. The real thing is way worse. Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship.
All right,
Talk more when we get there.
we're going to
Once
get
we land on Akila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
gonna go to Akila with Sam, and we're gonna get our second
I hope
artifact.
you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Of course. One thing I recommend, and let's see, I'm just going to do this right now. Before all of your missions, try to make just a habit of sleeping. You get a 10% experience boost whenever you are rested. And if you do that from the very
You are the
start of the
soundest
game,
sleeper I've ever seen.
she's just right there in my room. And again, if you go to your data menu and your character screen, you will see that status effect, well rested plus 10% XP gain. So if you do that from the beginning of your play, then that will add up pretty quickly, and anything to help, right? I guess she's still my follower. That's why she was in there. I just kind of wanted to show that I could sleep in my ship, and I just wanted to show that right here. So let's actually just go to our missions. just travel to Akila that way. Jump over to Akila.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. You're good to go. Have a nice time in Akila City.
All right. And then, of course, all the loading screens. Nobody's happy about that, but we're still having fun with the game. Go ahead and scan planet Akila. Starfield Game tweeted out that they have sold over 6 million copies. Very cool. Okay. So 6 million copies as of launch day. Steve, I like that roleplay. That looks fun. Danny said currently wearing Starfield Direct merch. Cool. Very cool. The merch you got from us, from Starfield Signal. Absolutely. Your companion can carry almost anything for you. They're awesome, Danny. Glad to hear you are enjoying the merch, my friend. Yes. And again, somebody mentioned earlier you can sleep right here in your ship as well.
So you intend to stick with the ridiculous notion that the beer served at the hitching post is better than Jake's?
Better than Jake's? Better than Madame Sauvage's place in Neon? Better than anywhere, hands down.
Well, because my boost back sucks, I can't boost up there. Usually I'll just boost up instead of taking the ladder just to make it quicker.
All right, look, you want to throw your money away, I'd be happy to take it. Otherwise, let it go already.
One day, we're going to system hop and test your theory. I just hope you're ready for some serious disappointment.
Nice. So, late game, or maybe even early game, I don't know. But as your inventory gets heavier and heavier, and as your ship inventory, your cargo haul gets heavier and heavier, having armories on your ship is a really great way to kind of offset some of that mass, because it will not count towards your total mass if you just have it like up here on the weapon rack or in one of these cases. And so some of maybe like a heavy minigun or a big heavy shotgun, you know, that weighs like 10 or 12 kilos, or big spacesuits, you can have them up on mannequins as well. See, I don't have any in here, but or just put it in a chest. Yeah, so there's a big trucker pack right there. Let's see. That's a basic boost pack as well. I don't want it. I want to put it back in there. Gosh, all those are basic. All good, but I'm digging this Mantis stuff now. Okay. Are you my follower, Sam?
We'll try to keep out of your hair. Hope you like it.
Awesome, Commander Shepard. Glad you are
Can I help?
wearing the with not merch. What do they call it? The swag. Glad you are enjoying the swag. Let's see. I think it's time we went our separate ways.
Whatever you think is best.
Yes, you hang out here at the ship, please. And hold on, Sarah. Let's assign you real quick, because I do just want to keep you nearby, please. We did, by Zeke's suggestion, we did rename the Razor Leaf the USS Rather, because on our second stream, I believe, it ended abruptly because of a glitch where it was just me saying rather over and over again. It kind of had a nice beat to it, but that's kind of the inside joke there. And Sam, I want you to follow me now,
We'll try
buddy.
to keep out of your hair. We'll try to keep out of your hair while we're en route. We'll try to keep out
I think
of your
he's
hair
just
while
going to
we're en
join me
route.
down here, so if he doesn't, I'll come back in and figure that out. Yeah, get some stickers. We got them on the store. I think there's lots of different things that you can get on the store. While we're talking about the store, you can also, if you are in need of, I don't want you to buy stuff just to buy stuff, but if you are in need of some good blue light blocking glasses, you can follow the link at the top of the description
All right.
for
we're
40%
here.
off of
You
blue
ready?
light glasses. So that's almost
Because
half.
once we
so,
get started, I'm going to be
I was
riding your
very
tail till
excited
this is over.
that they agreed to give you guys such a big discount.
There's
So take
something
advantage
you
of
should
that.
know
I think
up
it's only
front.
available
I'm a Coe. As in
either
Solomon
until
Coe,
tomorrow night or
first man on
maybe
Akila.
until Saturday. I forgot.
That
They
tail I
said till
mentioned
the end of the
before,
week, so
the one I
did
think
not
is
clarify
connected to an
that.
artifact.
But I'm
It's
excited you
something
guys
of a
get that big
family
discount.
legend. After
And these
Planet
are
Fall,
GMG
Solomon
Performance
spent years mapping
glasses.
Akila.
They're
He
comfortable.
found a tiny
Look
little
okay if
patch
you
of
need to,
nothing
if you
on his
accidentally
sensors.
keep them on, and you're
Kind of nothing. An artifact produces.
you go
He
out to get
called it
something to
the
eat.
empty nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Akila wouldn't go. Yeah, sorry. Thought you were just being polite, not mentioning it at all. A lot of people who don't know me assume my last name is Coe because the name's so damn popular in the Freestar Collective. Thanks to Solomon. Once they find out I'm part of the legacy, things get complicated. So I try not to advertise it.
Okay. Let's go
Solomon's
get this
maps
artifact.
are locked up tight in the local GalBank. We'll be heading there.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember not to talk as much over them. I'm trying to be a better streamer, guys. But yes, somebody mentioned loading screens. Most of the time, they are okay. It's if you're used to playing games that don't have
vault in GalBank.
loading screens,
I was
or if
done
you're
too.
used to playing on PC, or you're used to playing on PlayStation. I'm not gonna starting console wars or anything, but I love playing on my PlayStation 5. It is a terrific experience.
You'll have a tech free.
But the loading screens going from that to this are, it is an abrupt experience. Favorite weapons so far has honestly been I kind of stick to my main. I have on my main character. I have a Beowulf, which is kind of like an upgraded version of a Grendel, and has a long barrel, so it's got some nice range, and it has like 64 damage on it. It is semi-automatic, so it kind of helps me not just spray everywhere and totally lose ammo. And I also accrued a very nice shotgun. I think it's called an Experimental A7 from a quest at the kind of towards the end of the main quest line. What I like to do when I come to Trade Authority terminals is just kind of go to all and just see, okay, what's heavy right now, and do I need that? The Space Trucker guy, that's Tracker's Alliance spacesuit. That is a very hefty suit, weighs 20 kilos, as you can see. But it also, it's a tank, and so I'm going to keep that. But I should have sent it to my ship. I may do that before we. Constellation spacesuit. I will sell that. Maelstrom. Let's see. We get some bonus points to research there. I'm going to keep that. I don't think there's anything that I want to sell right now, but I do want to put that big heavy suit back into my ship before we get going. Beowulf rocks. It does. It's a great weapon. And I should be close enough here. You don't have to be in your ship, just close to it. Cargo hold, inventory, get my spacesuits, and we will put this big guy in here, and our consolation suit as well. Just because I'm a bit nostalgic for the consolation stuff, I don't want to sell it. Okay. I'm trying to think.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at GalBank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear.
I have got into New Game Plus a little bit on my main character. I played just like 30 minutes of it just to kind of see, like, okay, what's the shtick? Or how is it different? And so no spoilers here, but I did get into New Game Plus and just kind of saw like what the structure of it is. And I think it's really interesting. I haven't actually like played through any quests or anything though. Denny, I haven't got that consolation suit either. I just saw some people talking about that this morning and wanted to try that. So remind me when we get back to the lodge, and we'll try to grab that and see how it stacks up to the Mantis. Are the stats on it really good, or does it have some good buffs?
I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
Well, I doubt those robbers are gonna let us leisurely peruse the GalBank vault. We better see if we can help move the situation along.
On my main, I had the persuasion skill and was able to roll a successful persuasion at this. I may have to go in guns blazing here.
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city guards neither.
What the hell am I supposed to do with that?
All right.
You need to stand back now.
No extra stats on it, Zeke. Okay, thank you. Is it better than the Mantis?
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back.
Akila City at its finest, I see. Never a dull moment.
Well, I'll be damned. Sam Coe. Been a long time. I won't hold my breath about you being here to take the badge again. Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is
Interesting.
owed.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that
Still, I
consolation
appreciate the
suit
sentiment, Marshal.
when we get back to
Seems
the
you got a
lodge.
situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam.
Thorstone,
I'll trust your
I'm not going
judgment
to talk
on this
about New
one.
Game Plus right now, just because
Some
that
folks from
can
the
be
Shaw gang
considered
tried to rob the
spoiler.
place,
But
but they got spotted
I'm
by a
sure
guard.
you could go
They took
into our
everyone
Discord,
inside
go into the
hostage,
spoiler
and now they're keeping
chat,
a watch so we can't move
and ask them
against
about
them.
it.
They're using the intercom to communicate. They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one. All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report
No,
back to me.
no problem at all, Thor.
Take it slow and steady. Look for every opportunity to de-escalate.
All right, we'll see if we can do this with no points in my persuasion.
I can tell.
But I kind of just want to go in guns blazing. Ah, requires a key.
Hands where I can see the negotiator,
Yeah,
huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong.
So B, no, you mentioned that you weren't a fan of the combat. It took me a little while to kind of get into it and get a feel for it, and get my aiming and kind of the flow of it. I'm traditionally not great at like shooters, and I don't play competitively like Call of Duty or anything like that. But I have found that I really do enjoy it after kind of letting it grow on me. In my main character, though, I have not put any. I don't think I've put any skill points into my combat, and I was kind of surprised that I did start enjoying it, because I figured like, well, I'm going to need some of those perks or some of those buffs to actually start enjoying it, but I didn't, and I didn't put any skills in that tree, and I really enjoy combat, but I bet that that combat system starts to really fill out once you do start adding perks in there. What does everybody else think in the comments? And it's okay to disagree, for sure. Just be kind to one another.
We'll cooperate when we get what we want. So tell me, stranger.
Some enemies are
how do I
bullet
know you're gonna
sponges
deal
for
straight with us?
sure. One thing you can do is lower the difficulty. I mean, it's a single player game, so there's no shame in that. Play it how you want to. Play it how you best enjoy it. And then as you level up your gear and your guns, they will become less bullet spongy. And I feel that's not a very linear kind of curve. I feel like sometimes it kind of jumped up, like I got to a point in the story or missions to where, oh my gosh, everything got really hard all of a sudden, and my gear was all of a sudden not good enough at all. But then you would get one weapon or one suit, and it's just like, okay, that helps a lot. That helps a ton, and now things are a lot easier. So it kind of depends on a little bit of that RNG, the randomness, the generating of the weapons and the suits and the perks and the buffs. But I think I did notice, chat, let me know if I'm incorrect or if you have a different experience. There were a few times where I felt like I wasn't getting any good weapons, like just through my missions and through the things I was finding. And so I just went and bought some. And I felt like the guns that I bought, like if you're not finding some good ones, they can kind of get you over that difficulty hump until you do find a good drop. So maybe just go to a store, save up some credits, and get yourself a nice shotgun or a nice assault rifle or a nice pistol, kind of whatever your play style is, and that may help you through it.
I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me? Look, just calm down, okay? Don't need to get violent here. I see what you mean. Yeah? Well, maybe that's just what you want us to think, so we'll
I
give
was
up.
really surprised that first one
Nothing you
worked.
say is gonna change my mind, so let's just move on.
Favorite background in the game? I've only rolled the diplomat on my first one because I wanted that persuasion skill. Really enjoyed that. I think that's honestly a very fun part of the game. This one is a bounty hunter, I believe, and so you get those, like the jetpack, the piloting, and the targeting control system, which are all great starting skills. So those are the only ones I have experience with. I think there are several other good ones, just kind of depending on how you want to play.
We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the
UC
hostages
distribution
off somewhere
place
safe
is a
in
good
the
center.
system.
It's a good place
After that, we'll radio
to
back where they are,
get
and the
weapons.
marshal and his crew
Absolutely.
can come and get 'em.
There's also a
If
good
anybody
place here
follows
in
us when we
Akila
break
City.
orbit, we start shooting people. Got it?
Yeah, Marcus makes an interesting point there. I have been hearing and even have tested out a little bit myself, kind of how the game reacts to you changing the difficulty, and so you're saying that if you turn it to very hard before you start a mission, that somehow rolls better loot for you that you find, even if you change it back to easy. I have noticed increased credits gain and increased experience points whenever you complete a quest or kill an enemy when it's on very hard. And so you could potentially, you know, if you wanted to kind of play that system, you could keep it on very easy. As you're kind of whittling away at their health, and then as you're about to kill them, change it to very hard, and get that bump.
Gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit, clean and simple, you know. So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last.
I'm not even going to bother with persuading. Okay. What do you want to do here, Marshall?
I heard every word. He's talking too loud. Sign of fatigue. All that fear and exhaustion are taking a toll. They're not thinking straight. That puts us in a very precarious position. Yeah, you're right. You gave those boys a chance, but now they have to lie in the bed they made. Problem is, they're keeping me and the guards in sight at all times.
What do you keep looking for VATS?
If we try to move against them, they'll see us coming. You'd be willing to do that?
Let's try
You've
it.
got guts, that's for damn sure. I can't deny that you're right, though. They might not see that coming. Now, I see two ways we can play this. You could ask to see the hostages. Once you're inside, you can make your move. If you're quick,
That would have been
I think
fun.
you can take
Sam
them out
Elliott.
before they have a chance to respond. But you'll have to shoot to kill. There's also a back door. Most of their attention's focused out front here, so they may not be watching it as closely. This key should unlock it.
All right. Gonna break up this bank robbery, guys. Going from the back. And let's see. Before we go in, modified Maelstrom, Grindel, laser rifle, Coachman, Eon Kraken. Let's go with this laser rifle and see if we can just bust them up.
Someone there?
Oh, never saw it coming. Hey, you can't see me.
Here comes the fun.
I guess I wasn't cloaked when he came around. Come on, bud. Whew. The laser rifle can work. Alright, where are you coming from? Nice. In the face. Okay, great. I don't think there were any hostages killed, but we'll have to see. I'm just going to loot for credits and ammo real quick. Loot credits and ammo all you can. Oh, is this
Thank you so much.
Hey, awesome.
Now I
Glad
have
you
two
didn't
heroes,
die, buddy.
Solomon Coe and you.
Credits and ammo and ammo. Have a suppressed Maelstrom. Go ahead and grab that. I don't think I have any other suppressed weapons right now, so that will be helpful. Super chat from Lee. How you doing, Lee? Good to see you on the stream. Thank you for the super chat. Said, love all your stuff, dude. Would stay, but have to work. Sorry you have to work. If you get a little break, play over xCloud. Do some shipbuilding or inventory management, or just gonna chill out, or pop back into the stream. We'll be on here for maybe another.
Nice.
I'm not sure how long we're gonna stay on. Who knows? Hope you have a good day at work, my friend.
I heard the fight. The hostages, are they safe? That's good to hear. Those people aren't just citizens of the Freestar Collective, they're like family. We all are. As for the Shaw gang, we'll grieve for them too. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
All right. Now that lives aren't on the line, let's get back in GalBank, see if we can get those maps.
Run.
Baby.
Marco! That pink robbery was something else. Just thinking about it gets my heart racing.
It's okay.
I'm
okay.
Okay.
I just...
Guys working, these bodies are still in here. So this is a little funny story. Last night I took my Mac home.
All right. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured.
Let me pause it real quick so Sam doesn't talk over me. This is funny. So yesterday I took my Mac home and wanted to play, kind of test it out online, playing through xCloud, and it worked surprisingly well. But anyway, I wanted to do a little bit of shipbuilding with my youngest daughter, who is about 5.5, and it was a ship that I had recently stolen, and I didn't think about this, but all of the bodies were still there. All of the bodies are still on the floor from where I had gone through here and killed all these pirates or ecliptic mercenaries or whatever. And she said, "Why are all those people on the floor?" So I said, they're sleeping. They're taking naps. Don't worry about it. Let's go fly the spaceship." But I was a little embarrassed. I was like, ugh. Not embarrassed, but just kind of made me nervous for a second. I was like, oh man, I didn't know that they didn't just despawn after you took it in. I guess it takes a little bit.
Yeah, so let's look around.
All right.
There's a copy of the key.
I really want to take this, Sam. Are you going to get mad at me?
Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate.
Sweet.
Big bundles of paper is what we're after. All right, let's see.
Let me change this to my active quest. That should help. Deck of cards. Don't need those. What about right here? Note for Sam. Oh yeah. It's for Cora. So we'll go ahead and grab that.
Oh no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming.
Yes, Marcus. That is the Mantis suit, and we got that on the last stream. So if you want to go back and watch the Let's Play episode 3, it was the very last one we did, and I walk you through how to do that. Maybe like 20 minutes into the stream, maybe 30. I take you through how to do it. It may take you a couple tries because we were very low level. but you can essentially kind of run through this compound and just kind of save scum it, and you will eventually get it.
There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed.
Bristol,
Cora's
you
gonna be so
dragged all
mad.
the bodies to the cargo. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do this.
All right. We'll get the maps from Jacob, and then we'll get started with the Freestar Collective quest while we're here.
Okay, we'll take it from here.
Is Solomon Coe really all that? Some make it seem like he built the whole damn Freestar Collective by
Nice
himself.
statue of Solomon Coe
I'm
here.
sure some of the tales grew in the telling, but no one denies he found Cheyenne. And set up his camp not far from here.
Impressive.
Akila City was his baby.
I don't buy it though. The United Colony.
That's the Rock. Ranger Central. Not a bad part, too.
You know, I really haven't looked around Akila City much. Out of all the cities, it's probably the one I'm least familiar with.
Outside the wall, things get dicey. Ashta are no joke. Even for us. Spending time in Hard G is a good workout. I don't...
Good to see you on the stream, Thor. Thanks for stopping by. We won't be getting into any spoilers if you do want to stick around.
Coe
This
finally
is
decides
really,
to
really
darken
early
our
on in the
doorstep
game.
again.
You know why
Just
I'm
starting
here.
out.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
You're welcome, Global.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
I got just as much right to those maps as anyone else in this family.
That's exactly right, Sam. We all share Solomon's legacy. Only some of us are around to live up to it, and some of us aren't.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options. Okay, that's not bad. Just, give me a minute to brace myself, okay? Round 2 with the old mule can be even worse than round 1. Next time you talk to Jacob, tell him I want a word with him. That'll be our cue. You slip away and I'll keep him busy.
All right.
What is
See
it
if we
this
can do
time,
this.
Constellation?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not leaving until I get what I came for.
Oh, I got to lockpick it. Let's see if okay, it's just a novice. Okay. All right. Not that one. So those two. And then here. And then I got just those two left. As you can see, you can place where you want each of the prongs to be, and then you can set them later. They do not reset, so that is very helpful. And I can just set them all.
You really want to keep going on this, Sam? I've had enough.
Solomon's maps. Oh.
I want the both of you out of my house.
Doo-doo-doo. Shoop-doo. Wasn't doing anything. All right, we're good, Sam. Let's go, buddy.
All right, let's see if we can find the empty nest. All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh, boy. That's a problem. Well, you ain't wrong. But let's take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problem. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shawgang territory. Same outlaws who held up GalBank.
Nice.
Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave.
Let's do it. If anybody has thought, man, Sam's voice sounds really familiar. The voice actor is the same voice actor that voices Adam Jensen in the new Deus Ex games, Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. So that is why. Alright, actually, where do I want to go? I want to go into the rock now before we leave Akila City and just kind of start the Freestar Rangers quest.
And you're breathing? Back to normal yet?
Mostly. Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to it.
I feel for the folk in the stretch. You got some business with me? Oh, well, if the marshal sent you to me, that means he's looking to recruit you. Just so you know what you're getting into, I'll explain who we are and what we do. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do.
Let's see. Nick, so sorry I missed your super chat, man. Sorry about that. You said loved all the pre-launch content and I'm really enjoying the post-launch tips. Thanks for being so genuine and awesome. Keep up the great work, my dude. Thank you, Nick. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. I certainly will. I've been playing a lot the last few days, kind of building content, and so I'm not sure if I'll have a video out tomorrow, but I'm in the process of making several good little tip videos.
Me too. Probably half the kids in the Freestar Collective did. But like with most legends, the truth is usually a little less glamorous. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can.
Okay.
Okay then.
We're good to go.
A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers?
Let's do it.
Might be a good fit for you. The Rangers can do a lot of good.
Before I hand you a badge, I need to know you can handle the job. You helped out with the hostage situation, but sometimes people just get lucky. Come back alive, and we'll talk about you joining up. Then I suggest you get going.
Okay, so I need to come over here.
It's brewed in the city.
Excuse me, Sam. Pardon me, person. All right. And we're going to go ahead and just accept all of these because I do not see any time limit on them. This is always, or excuse me, this is also a great way to get some quick credits, just to come in here and knock out a few of these missions on the mission board. Alrighty. We are, let's see. I do like, as you level up, your emblem changes. Like on your loading screen. See, I think I actually just got a suppressed weapon. Let's see. Suppressed Maelstrom. Range 34. We can try it. That is shaky.
Something's close.
Shot him right in the face. I shot him right in the face. It was just like a fly landed on his nose. All right. Screw that. We're going back to the Orion. Oh, man. All right. See? There we go.
Get some blood pumping, huh?
Oh, no, no. Landmines. Found one.
Reloading. Oh, don't get me though. You're out.
What is that? Sounds like a turret. Oh god, I hate turrets. Also, I hate this basic boost pack. I need to find a balance one real quick. Something is wearing me out.
Never wise to be in my way.
Oh, come on. Sam's down here just taking care of business, I guess.
Well, that looks...
It'll take more than that.
There's another guy over here. What in the world? You in the bushes?
Picking us off. That's one. And down.
Gosh.
Feels like old times.
Alright, come on out, buddy. This is stupid turret.
Smugglers have been known to defend their turf hard, so let's not get too careless.
I'll clean up some loot real quick. Don't need that stuff, just wait. Just resources and wait. Modified lawgiver, I'll go ahead and pick that up. Let's go in here. See if we can find any med packs, because I think I will need them. Celery. We don't need celery. Frag grenades. Those could come in handy for sure. Frag mine. Grenade. Digipick. One little pro tip is if you have the credits, anytime you're in a store, just make a habit of going to miscellaneous and buying all the digipicks they have. Tombstone. I think we got the space for it. Is that what somebody was trying to think of earlier when it wasn't the drum? Were you trying to think of Tombstone? Probably be a bit more subtle, a bit more careful. Let's see, but alas.
Take the good stuff, leave the rest.
That's right. Med pack. Let's see. Excuse me, Sam. A few more things over here. Let's see what that just picked up a Grendel. Not bad. Let's see, what do I have? My quick slots.
Open up on 'em! They got another! You're already dead!
Nice. There's a mine right there. We don't have to go through that way.
Cora was big into rock collecting when she was 8. Not so much anymore.
Do you think we'll get more than a Shattered Space story expansion? We did get around 3 to 4 in Fallout and Elder Scrolls. I would think so. We go ahead and mine this stuff. Little pro tip here: to mine faster, as you can hold down. You hold this somewhere else. Turn. Okay, so look at my cursor. If I hold down the aim button, you see all those cursors at the end, kind of going to the middle. So that's kind of focusing the laser, which will make it more intense, make it more powerful, which will. So let's see. Do I have 2 here? It will mine things much quicker than just doing it normal. So this is normal. Took a few seconds, and with it focused, almost instant. Little pro tip there. Okay, and turn my flashlight back on so I can see what the heck I'm doing. And I don't think there are any more enemies down here. We are about to mine. I think that's it. Here we go. All right, didn't pass out that time.
Okay. We're fine. Let's get going.
So, see, Trey, good question. You can, to have your companions stop following you, you have to talk with them. Let's see, come on, Sam. I'll talk with them here and just say, hey, I think we need to part ways for now, or I actually can't ask them. I cannot ask him that right now because we're on a story mission. But usually you can say, hey, we need to part ways for now, or hey, I don't want you to follow me anymore, and they'll just be like, all right, cool, I'll see you later. And then from your data menu, go into your ship, and then at the bottom hit your button for crew, and then you can assign them to a ship or an outpost or wherever you want them to be. And that is how you keep them on your ship. If you don't assign them, they'll just kind of go back to the lodge, I believe. Except for Vlad. Vlad stays at the eye, I believe. Let's see.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. At least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Sam Coe in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens
40
of
hours in,
Constellation.
and you did not
Now
even
you
try
got
that?
past my crew.
Yeah, my brother
I
actually
pay
mentioned it to me.
quite handsomely, I might add.
It's interesting, the things
Grab
you're like,
something
oh,
from that
well,
weird
obviously,
cave.
right?
Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down
And
one
I don't know
hideout.
if I ever
Now,
did. I answer the
let's
question
talk
about
about
the
what
DLC.
all that's
I
worth
think
to
they
me.
will
Your
do
lives,
several story
the credits.
expansions.
One or the other, really.
I feel like they usually do maybe 2 or 3. Is that right? You know what? I don't feel like putting up with you guys. Let's see if I
Kill
can.
them.
There we go. Laser making quick work of you, friend.
Time's coming up.
I got him, Sam. Pop out there, buddy. I know I got people on my left too. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm gonna get away from that exploding thing. Oh, that's Ashta. Let's hop up on something tall. down there fighting. I think that guy's. Wait, there is one more over here somewhere. Oh my gosh. Or is that something else? Let's return to the lodge.
Mind if I take the long way?
Nice. All right. I think that's about all the damage we want to do here. I'm just gonna look around real quick for any obvious supplies.
Smugglers are as common as fleas.
Did you pick? I'm not gonna do anything with any weight. Little lore. Whew. When I got the early review code, like I just by instinct took way too much time, like just scouring every place I went for resources, and quickly like found myself like, oh man, I need to get moving. I need to get through this to make this review happen. All right. The laser weapon is not very accurate, absolutely. Absolutely, but it has ammo everywhere, yeah. And it has a lot of damage, so not a great long range. It has a scope on it, so that helps, but it's the best one I got on me.
We're in one.
I have tried a few old Earth weapons. I had a really good old Earth rifle, like a hunting rifle, for a bit. And
Is anyone
eventually,
hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her
eventually
age.
its damage kind
Relax.
of got
We're
outpaced.
Fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings.
All right.
Just what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
I really like this dynamic between him and Cora. Kind of adds some heart to the team. Let's see. Who do I want to travel with? I guess Sarah is my only other option right now, until I find Andrasia. Or Barrett. I need to go get Barrett too. Let's see. I'll catch you later, buddy. You and Corey get some rest. Got some good credits.
Does Vasco belong to you now, or does he still belong to Bear?
Vasco. I forgot about Vasco.
Everyone here is worth learning from. Yes, even the kid.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
I am Vasco. All right, yes, thank you for reminding me, Zeke. Let's head down to the basement. And again, I just kind of saw some chat real quick this morning. You have to put your cursor like between the glass, is that right? Where is it? Down here? Oh. I'm all turned around. Where is it, guys? Is it upstairs? I thought it was downstairs. Okay, where do I go? Go back to the room you were just standing in. It is on your left. Go left or right here? Aha, here it is. Sorry. All right, so I see, yeah, the door is locked, but you said you can maybe. Got it. Okay, so we found it, and you said there's a little slip right here in the glass. I have to get closer. There we go. Awesome, guys. So the Mark 1, let's go to the spacesuit and we compare it to equipped. Okay, so that's compared to the Mantis suit, and holy crap, it is really good, guys. Look at that. It is better than the Mantis. Like Zeke said, base stats, but no perks. That's impressive. This is obviously the very first suit you want to get as soon as you get to consolation. Ooh, that could save you. Its mass is less than half as well. Look at that, guys. You know what? I think honestly that's a better fit for me right now. Other than, I mean, the blending into environments, that's not something I'm going to use that often with my play style. Resources, I try to keep resources off of me anyways. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, so everybody, this is a great first thing. And look at the value on that too. Even if you just wanted to sell it, I'm sure you wouldn't get that. I'm curious how much we could sell it for, though. I don't know of any vendors that would have that much. We'll go out to Jemison Mercantile and see how much we can sell this for. I'm not going to, but I want to see how much I could. Helmet is the same thing. Great base stats. Great base stats. Low mass, too, again. That is fantastic. Still a basic boost pack. I want a balanced one. I'm sick. I'm sick of this basic one. Yeah. Zeke, you called it, man. Incredible. Zeke, you said Chameleon, I don't think works good unless you give the same kind of suit to your companion or have no companion. They just make themselves known. Yeah, absolutely. Which I think that is a cool little thing, that the perks or the buffs of an item is active for your companions as well. Very cool. See, Mr. Zeus, what resources would you recommend to search to start an outpost? I have not gotten into the outpost at all yet, but from what I understand, aluminum is very necessary. Actually, one of the big barriers on my main, I was going to try to start it, but I could not find any lubricant. As silly as that sounds to say, I spent 4 lubricant on my very first storage connector, and have not been able to find any lubricant since. Does anybody on here know? Is that something you have to make through research and crafting, or can you find lubricant out there? And I seriously searched for like 2 hours. Could not find any lubricant. What a strange thing to say. Lubricant is from organics. Took forever to find. Okay, so expound upon that, Kentucky Waterfalls. Where do you find it? Have 4 skill points. Adaptive frames too. I feel like I was able to make some adaptive frames, or find several, but lubricants, not so much. See, Griffin, I was with you. I thought that, okay, I could loot this from Fauna, but out of all the systems and all the planets, seriously, I did this for like 2 hours. I would travel to a different system, look at all the planets that had Fauna on them, scan, kill, loot. Couldn't find one single one. All right. We already have rank 2 for that. I think we need something else. Go ahead and increase our health. And as much as I want to do weightlifting, I feel like that's, you're kind of like trying to outrun your shadow there, in a way. It's always going to catch up with you. Just depends on when it does. I feel like I want to put some into ballistics. I feel like you could probably level that up pretty quickly. Demoralizing rip shank. Okay. All right. Let's come back up and let's see. We've been on the stream for about an hour and a half now. I think that's a good stopping point for today. Got through Sam's first quest. Next time we will try to go find Barrett. See if we can get him back on the team. Thank you guys for joining us today. Again, for those who are wondering, so we got two good suggestions here. If you want a good suit right out of the bat, go to Consolation, go to the basement, and get that suit off that mannequin. Or if they patch that, you can't get it. But also, it's still a really cool quest, and you get a ship with this. Do the Mantis quest, and just try to run through and just kind of pass all the enemies and try to get it. If you want to see how to do that, it may take you a few times, a few tries. Go to our stream number 3, episode 3, and you'll see how I did that. Thankfully on the first try, but I tried it a few times before that, kind of for practicing. But anyway, thank you guys for joining in. I appreciate you. I'll hang out in the chat just for another few minutes. Say hi to you guys. Jay Thunderific, good to see you on the stream. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate the encouragement. It's always helpful. Good to have you guys on it. Absolutely. Go pick up that suit. Zeke, thank you for all the help. Yeah, that's a great start to the game. The Mark I suit and the Mantis. What would be a good? See, so much of the loot is random and it's just generated on the fly. What would be a good suggestion for like a good first weapon to get that is going to be there? I know there are usually weapons in crates at like the end of quest lines, like at the end of a cave or an outpost or a dungeon, but I feel like it's all so random that it's hard to say, okay, this is definitely worth your time to do. I feel like even just accruing credits and just going to the distribution center, or which we got this laser rifle on the Mantis quest, and so that was a good drop for us too. We got very lucky on that drop. So yeah. Yeah, we will definitely be making some videos about mods. Of course, I play on console, so that's kind of more of like me kind of looking through the window from the outside looking in. But I can definitely still review what's out there and kind of do some research and then present you guys with that information. Eventually, I do want to get a good gaming PC where I can play this and kind of be one of the modding community and the PC gamers. But for now, and I'm loving playing on my Series X for sure. But the mods will eventually come to console as well. Just not yet. But thank you guys for being on the stream. I appreciate it. I'll leave the chat open for a little bit so you guys can share tips and tricks and encourage each other. Stay positive. Excuse me. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Good to see a lot of our members on here. For now, may you find wonder as you journey through the stars. I'll see you later.